What's up, y'all? This is Monica. This is the first ever episode of MoTalk. But what makes it special is that it's Mo on the go. When you got busy friends, important friends, friends in high places that make sure they make it happen, up top and on the ground, you got to make sure that you get right where they are. And he's always got his feet to the street because he really does care about the people. He is one of my absolute favorite people in the world, on this earth, on this planet, and actually one of my favorite athletes ever, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome.
How are you?
Thank you for coming.
I want to say whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You know I follow you. You know, we talk every now and then, but you look fabulous.
Thank you.
And you've always looked fabulous ever since I met you when we both were young. But you, whatever you're doing, you need to sell it.
Thank you.
You that, yes,
I stay out of the way. But you know what I think about when I think about you is that when I am going through something, you have this way, you know, like you have this connection with the man above that connects you with the people down below. And you always check on me. That means a lot.
On you. Yeah,
you always check on me.
You know,
Miss Lucille.
She's fine. She's doing great. She's doing great.
She actually really likes me.
Oh, she loves you.
She is not one that's easy to please.
She loves you.
She is not easy to please.
You know why? Because we love people that are original, that are real.
Yeah.
I've watched you grow. You've watched me grow, and you've been the same. And,
I think that's key, though.
A lot of people that have been through what we've been through, they either change for the better or they change for the worse. But you've been exactly the same way. No nonsense, nice, respectful to everybody, as long as they don't disrespect you. And I've been the same way, and I think that's why we're still around and we're still looking good. I don't look as good as you, but I can take my shirt off every now and then.
You look great. And what I love is that I can tell that you're happy doing what you're doing. Like, you do what feels good to you. That's something that I like to do. What feels right to me.
I have a confession.
And what is that?
When they wanted me to do your show, I was like, I'll do Monica, but Melinda has to be there. Because of Melinda. Melinda, wherever you at. I like Melinda, boy.
Melinda is my first cousin. Yeah, you like our DNA. My mom said the first time she was around, she was like, he is so special. It's something that a lot of people don't get, but I think women are terrified of you. I think women are terrified because you're charismatic. There's nowhere you can go where somebody won't know you. And you have limitless access. So when you think of the perfect woman for you, what does that look like, or does that not even exist in your
I had two perfect women and I messed it up.
Okay.
My first one was my baby mother, Ornetta.
Wow.
And then I met Shawnee. Shawnee was also a perfect one, and I messed it up.
Really?
Yeah, we were always young, and I was just doing dumb stuff. But, the good thing about our relationship is that they forgave me, and we have a good relationship now. But when you ask me about the perfect women, I had two perfect women, and I messed it up just by, being dumb.
And do you feel like the access and the lifestyle that you're in is what pretty much led to doing things that...
I come from a place where you're not allowed to make excuses.
Right.
I have no excuses. It's probably just, when you come from a place where you don't have any access and then you get a lot of access, sometimes you do what you want to do rather than just doing what was right. But, people always ask me, if you had the perfect girl, I'm like, I had it.
I've been there, yeah.
I had it. Messed it
so
up
how
twice.
do you, as a man, say now to a younger man, we both have been married and divorced, how do you say to someone else, like, take accountability? Because I think the first issue is that a lot of times when you are in a relationship where somebody was a good somebody, they don't want to take accountability because they don't want to look a certain way.
First thing you have to be is honest. Honest with yourself and honest with your partner. However it goes, I do this, I don't do this. If you say you're going to be one way, be that way. You can't say, I do, and then be over here doing something else. That's what most of us get in trouble. I tell my sons all the time, a man has 3 jobs when it comes to a woman. Protect, provide, and love. Mm-hmm. Some men can only offer 2 for whatever reason.
Right.
But I'm going to teach you how to offer all 3.
Right.
And that's what I try to do. And even though I don't have a relationship with the women that I let get away, I will always PPL them. Protect, provide, whatever they need, they get it from me. Shawnee's married. I'm happy for her. I hope this gentleman treats her the way she's supposed to be treated. And I'm going to still love her. and she's still my wife. I will always protect, provide, and love for her, married or not, because she
Well, how
gave
does
me
that
something.
change though? Because once you add someone else to the equation, is that a conversation you have first? You
No,
know?
it's just how I was raised.
Right.
You protect, you provide, and you love your woman. We have 5 children together. She's getting married to another man. I'm not going to just be, nope.
Right,
I'm
right.
still
And Shawnee
there.
and I, we had a
Yeah,
great
so,
conversation in passing.
Listen, I'm still there. I only talk about this with you because I trust you and I know you.
Right.
I'll never
Right.
have this conversation with anybody else, but people need to know and understand that you protect, you provide, and you love for your woman,
Right.
whether you're together or you're not. I think that's the problem with a lot of men. You broke up, nope. Whatever she needs, whatever the babies need, I'm gonna be there forever. And the same goes with my first love, Arnetta. So I'm always be there for them. If they want to get married and find people better than me, I understand that. I accept that because it's what we call in my sport a turnover. If you don't turn the ball over, you can score. So if you turn the ball up and you give another person an opportunity to score, maybe they can score better. So, I wish her nothing but the best. I want her to be happy, and I want her to, just live a happy life.
Have you told her that?
Yes, I have. Told her that.
That's important. A lot of times that's what we don't hear from you that's most bothersome, because when you have children by somebody, there's a connection that's never broken. It doesn't change because you marry someone else. You still have this responsibility to the other person.
Always. Our children are older, but that doesn't matter to me because she's given me something no one else has ever given me. That's 5 children.
Yeah.
Beautiful children. Damn near perfect children. I don't have any problem with my kids. They listen, they follow their dreams, they're all in school, they're working. I'm good. I'm straight. So I try to thank her for that as much as I can.
Yeah. My son is a fan of your son, and I remember coming to the game and just watching how proud you are. Not so much, my perception of it was that it wasn't so much about him playing the sport, but him doing what he loves, kind of creating his own path. When you look at your kids, did you have a plan for them, or did you want them to find their own way?
My plan is to teach them the basics of education and basics of learning a business. When they got to a certain age, I gave them all the Dummy's Guide to Starting Your Own Business. And I said, look, I got 6 of y'all. Whatever y'all want to do, I'm going to support you, but make sure you got that bachelor's and that master's behind it so you could, verify to the world and verify to people that you're going in business with that you understand the terminology. I would love to have a hedge fund director or a lawyer or a marketing director or,
Yeah.
So, whatever they want to become, I would definitely follow them. We don't need another basketball player. You already got one. If they want to play basketball, I have 2 or 3 that plays basketball. If they want to play basketball, I have the cheat code on how to get you to the next level. If you want to listen, cool. If you want to do it your way, cool. But again, I just want you to, follow your dreams, define your own path, and make sure you're always educated.
I learned something from you as a parent. Being a single mom, it's really different. And I am always juggling what the 3 of them want to do, need to do, have to do. And then I have to play both positions. There's no good cop, bad cop in the house. I have to be all the cops, right? And so I watched you basically say I had to tell my kids, I'm rich. You're not rich. But I initially started off being the type of parent was we, our, us. Everything was that way. And I started kind of transitioning as I watched what you said, and I watched that my sons are now older. One into sports, one into music, 2 totally different young men. And I learned a bit from that, and that take of what you were saying. Explain what your perception is from where it relates to that.
So basically, I'm just trying to, they're at the age now where they understand. I'm just trying to shift their mentality to the point to where you have to continue to work hard.
Yeah.
Just because daddy has, I don't like talking numbers, I don't want to brag, so let's just simplify it.
Yeah.
Let's just say daddy has $20, right? People that don't want to work, we have $20.
Right.
And then if you got 4 or 5 of them, we got $20. So now that's 5 apiece. That ain't nothing.
Right.
So I tell them at an early age, this is my $20. You want $20, go get it yourself. And when the empire is all said and done, hopefully if everybody follows that path, we could be around forever. You know, I always tell my kids, make sure they remember your name for all the right reasons. So, you know, if I had a parent that had, you know, all the access and all the answers, and they say go to school, I would do what they say. I'm like, okay,
Right.
we live on 30 acres, we fly private. This guy must know what he's talking about. And,
Right.
and if you look at them, you know who I'm talking about, that's how they do.
Right.
They make their kids go to school. They make their kids go to college. They make their kids start from the bottom. So when it's all said and done, their kid is taking what they've created to the next level. And that's what I want. Because I have friends that do both. I have friends who make their kids start from the bottom, and I have friends that give their kids everything. The ones that give their kids everything, those kids ain't in a good place.
I like to kind of lay the path before them, and you choose the direction. Path is kind of in place.
It is.
When you start working, the first time I remember meeting you, I sang the national anthem, Orlando Magic, super young, same then as you are now, compassionate, caring, concerned about other people. It's not always about you. I think that's something that's missed because the whole generation now, everyone's so focused on them and what they're doing, what they're working on, they miss so much around them. But the impact you have on other people's lives, to me, is one of the greatest parts of your legacy. When I look at your legacy, I think about Miss Lucille. I think about your father. What was the best advice that they gave you as parents that you applied to who you are now as an adult?
Father, don't be a follower, be a leader. And I used to get beat. I was beaten to me. A couple times I'm not supposed to be here. A couple times we steal a car, I get out early, crash the car, one of my friends dies. A couple times we about to go touch some people up, I say no, bang bang, right? So once I got older, I was like, okay, you're right. My mother, cost you nothing to be nice. Because when I got 18, going from broke to being rich, now I'm like,
Yeah.
And my mother saw me being arrogant one day and just like, son, humble yourself. Cost you nothing to be nice. So I just try to be nice and just make other people smile.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where you know who I am, you know what I've done. I don't have to put it in your face, right? So, you know, people, like every time I meet with these businesses, they say, how do you use social media? 60% to make you laugh, 30% to inspire you, and 10% to tell you what I'm selling.
Wow.
My mother would be very unhappy with me if 17,000 square feet, 30 acres, Monica lives around the corner, right?
Right.
Mother would be very unhappy. I just bought the new F-150 truck. I'm the first one in Atlanta to get it. Mom would be very unhappy. This watch right here costs more than more. She'd be unhappy with that, and she's my favorite person.
Yeah.
So knowing that she's here and knowing how I feel about her, I'm able to stop time if I ever get into a situation that can go left or right.
Right.
Dude talking crazy, stop time. Punch him in the face. All right, there's witnesses over it. This dude already got his phone out. Probably gonna go viral. Mom gonna be mad. Let it go. All right, my man, you got it. It's all good, homie. I don't want no problem. So, because she's my favorite person, I always want her to smile. Because from 2 to 14, I put her through hell. I did.
Right.
I was a medium-level juvenile delinquent. I stopped being a juvenile delinquent when they started doing this. When they started doing that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that no more. Let me go play basketball. You know, because back in my era / our era, fight. Remember that? I fight.
Right.
I want you to come out of white. Yeah, remember that? You remember that song? 3 o'clock, like, you know, you go.
That's not how it's going down anymore. It's no more fight, knuckle up. You know, we was knuck if you buck.
Yeah.
That's not how it goes. We are burying people left and right. I don't even get a chance to grasp onto a relationship good before somebody has literally left us.
Yeah.
That's how fast it's happening. And that's why it's like I'm overcome with joy when I see you. I'm overcome with joy when I see Alan. I'm overcome with joy when it's certain people that you have that connection to and they still here.
Yeah.
Because there are so many of us that are gone. And it's also the things that we're not in control of that are reminders that we have to respect the love that we have between each other and be there for each other.
And that's the key word, respect.
Yes, respect is key. And it's not common, but it's something that also doesn't cost. I can respect you. It really feels good to me to show you a level of respect that makes you feel good. That's reflected in how you respond to anything I say or what I do. When I see you, it's going to always be the same.
I can remember when, back in the time when we could have a respectful argument.
Right.
And then the next day, what you
You
doing,
cool.
Monica? Yeah, like, what you doing? No, come by the house. I'll be over there. But now, all it takes is one little thing to be considered disrespect, and then people go left.
Exactly.
I show everybody respect. I know for a fact just because I make more money than you and my house is bigger than you doesn't mean I'm better than you.
Right.
Some people just haven't had that break.
Right.
And my break was a fairly easy break, not really, but what would I be if I wasn't a professional basketball player? Would I still be Shaq? Would I still have the same magnitude? We'll never know. I just took advantage of that opportunity. But I was, quickly told by mom and dad, stay humble, brother. Because just as quickly as it's here, it could be gone right away. So whenever I see a person down, I try to lift them up.
Right.
My thing is I try to do one good deed a day. So yesterday I was in Best Buy, and I saw me and my mother in the past. I saw this lady and a little son. They were in the layaway section, and mom was like, I was ear hustling. I was standing over there. She's like, yeah, I want to get my son this laptop. And she was asking the guy how much he had to pay, and she was looking at a little payment plan. It was only $1,500. So I said, oh man, give her a laptop. And she, Shaq? I said, yeah. I said, you I want to take it. No, I can't do it. I said, matter of fact, give her 2 laptops. You take one, going to work. And it was for me, it's just to see them people smile. Because that was me and my mom. It got to the point that we were on layaway so long, when I got drafted in 1992, I buy them a house first. I get them set up. Then I say, Mom, come shopping with me, stereo shopping. So I'm balling. Amps, double cassette, CD, laser, boom, 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 boom. And I'm looking for my mom. And I'm like, where Mommy at? And she in the back talking to the guy about the layaway program. No, she was. She was in the back, and I was like, what are you doing? I was like, yeah, baby, we're going to put this on layaway. I was like, excuse me, sir. Like, Mommy, them days is over.
Okay.
And I spent like $25,000. We never seen that type of money unless we're involved in illegal activities.
Right.
And she was like, you spent $25,000. I was like, Mama, we got it now. We straight. So whenever I go somewhere, my favorite place to go is JCPenney, Walmart, Best Buy. Whenever I see us or anybody that's struggling,
listen, I have come into a Rooms to Go
yes.
doing something for a family for Christmas.
Yeah.
And you had been in there, and the entire building was still talking about you. You were long gone.
Right.
So I pull up, I think I was picking up the family some bunk beds, and they was like, well, I mean, Shaq got the family the whole. I said, listen, I don't make what Shaq make. We getting these damn bunk beds over here and this dresser. This is what I'm coming to pick up.
Right.
But they were saying it jokingly, just talking about how you were in there and someone was picking up their layaway, and you cleared it. What is it that motivates you most to keep that philanthropic, helpful?
I don't even call it, sorry to cut you off, I never want to cut you off. It's not philanthropic to me.
What is it?
Dr. Shaquille O'Neal said, costs you nothing to be nice. Make sure you take care of people, make people smile. She said, you've always had that gift. As a youngster, they called it class clown. But now that you're older, mature, and people know you have the gift that when people see you, they're smiling, they're happy. So I just want to make them happy. Yeah. Like I wish we all lived in a world where everybody had acres and big houses and all that, but unfortunately we don't. But, when I see a mom with her kids, that used to be us and it still could be us. So if I'm in there, I'm going to make sure it's straight. $7,000 ain't nothing to me.
Right. So it's the gift of joy.
It's just about making people smile. And I don't, sometimes stuff like that get out, but that's not what I do it for. I don't need press. I got 15 commercials running right now. I don't need no press.
Right.
I don't need people to like me. But if I can help a mom out, because $7,000 is a lot to a lot of people, especially when this COVID thing hit. 40 million people lost their jobs.
Right.
So people don't have the ability to write $7,000 checks for furniture, but I do. So if I could take care of mom and her kids, I'm always do that.
Right.
And again, I don't call it philanthropic. I just call it, just being nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that you look at it that way. I think how you're raised has a lot to do with how you view things. I always tell people it's not what you see, it's how you view it. Your view of it allows you to do it without looking for anything from it. Most times people are filming the whole time that they do it. And I don't necessarily have a problem with it, it's just not my way. And a lot of times when I do things, that's the first question, well, what are you doing? Is that something you really ask a person that really does not owe an explanation? That's something that you just do from your heart. But your mom, your dad, I saw where you talked about, we got 5 burgers. He stops the car, gets out, gives them away.
And that's what I've been doing it. I can tell when a person's doing it just to be doing it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right? I can tell.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing it since '81, and that was my favorite story. We got the burgers.
Yeah.
White Castle. He got 5, I got 5, and we were driving and we tearing them up, fries, soda, and we couldn't finish them. And he sees this homeless guy and he's looking, and he turned around and he's just watching God, and he makes a U in the middle of the street. And I can remember the sign, Army veteran will work for food.
Oh yeah.
My dad was in the Army. Hey, soldier. They start talking to Army, talking. I'm sitting in the car. The guy's like, man, I've just been down on my luck. You a soldier, get back on your feet. My dad gives him the burgers, and I'm like, I said, yo, man, why you give him, and like my dad wouldn't even let me finish the question. Like, yo, man, why you give him, like, like the backhand?
Yes.
If you can ever help people in need, do it. Second story is he's always my coach. Whenever a guy got hurt, no practice, we go into the hospital, make sure the kid's okay, make us see all the other kids, and he would say, see, you guys are fortunate, they're unfortunate, boom, 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 boom. And then, one story, he'd make all the young troops get all their old clothes and fold them up in a box, and we'd run a U-Haul, and we'd take them to the Salvation Army. And I did that with my daughter when we was in Phoenix, Mimi. Because whenever I buy them toys, I'd say, okay, I'll buy you 5 new toys, but you got to get rid of 5 old toys. So they got rid of, he had a Barbie one time, didn't have an arm. And she didn't want to put it in the box, but she did because I was rushing. Hey, we got 5 because my plan was I'm going to take it to the Salvation Army with him so they could see me.
Okay.
Don't say, like, you can always say, do this, do this, do it, but I want them to see me doing it.
Right.
So we're going and we're, taking it to the kids. And this girl gets this one Barbie with no arm, and she's just loving it. And Mimi started crying, Daddy, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put the one arm Barbie in there. I was like, no, it's all good. Like, she thought, she was in trouble. I said, no, see, the reason why I make y'all get rid of toys rather than just have them sitting, not doing anything, people need these toys. People love and, cherish these toys. So my parents showed me, because they never said, oh, do philanthropic work, give back. They just showed me.
Right.
And this is what I've been doing since the 80s. So now that I have extra resources,
Right.
I could do it all the time, anytime.
Right. You said something a little bit earlier that triggered me a little bit. People think a lot of what we do, because the template has been laid at this point, in my opinion, the template's been laid where people are constantly seeking ways to go viral or gain attention in some possible way. You don't need it. 25 years later, I don't need it. I do. And when I'm singing because I love it. When you show up to different things, you're doing it because you love it. When I'm doing, I really do what feels good within my spirit. How do you stay connected to all of the generations that love you so much? When I said today, even amongst the staff, that we're talking to Shaq, I'm talking to Shaq. Well, actually, a friend of mine, though. I'm having a conversation about different things. You always erase the memory. I got everything. So I'm like, no, sometimes I'm going through it. Or when I was living in a hotel, it was a nice hotel. It's not a complaint. I was transitioning, newly divorced, going through it. First person that FaceTimed me was you. And I don't know how you know, because it's not like I'm telling you, you're not going to believe this. So I'm like, you're just like, what do you need? And I've never said I needed anything, but the fact that it was genuinely asked, it was genuine, it felt like if I really did, I could say what that was at that moment. How do you stay connected to so many generations of people? Young, old, all of them love you. How do you diversify your brand consistently? You broke down how you handle social media, but how do you handle the brand Shaquille O'Neal overall, or is it something that's just an everyday walk?
It's a word that we've been hearing our whole life. Keep it real. See, some people try to create an image. To me, image is reality. I do try to go viral, but that's only to make you laugh.
Right.
That's the only time I try to go viral.
Right.
Like I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna go out here right now. I'm gonna put Monica in the street. I'm gonna have my boy drive. I'm gonna push her, let him hit me, and then we'll put it out. Shaq saves Monica. Just see if we go viral. Like I'll do skits like that to go viral.
Right.
And then I have a panel. Who's most important to me? So mother, Uncle Jerome, Uncle Mike, 2 friends. So I only care about what they say.
Right.
I tell my children all the time, if a nobody can influence a somebody's, then nobody wins. But the question of the day is, who are you? Nobody. So I don't listen to what they say.
Right.
Because who are they?
Right.
If it ain't Obama, Oprah Winfrey, you know, people that are here, why should I listen? I've been doing this my way. I'm going to continue to do it my way. I don't make it a conscious effort to try to, you know, be relevant or be seen.
Right.
I'm just going to do me.
Right.
Make people smile, respect people, analyze basketball, talk smack about some of the players, see how they respond, take care of my family. And that's all I'm going to do. I don't really, you know, I don't go back and forth with, oh, he should be doing this and cancel him because he do this. None of that stuff matters to me.
Right. Are there any things that have come your way that you like, I ain't doing that? Because it happens to me quite often.
All the time.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not going to do stuff just because it's what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Like when things go down, I have the ability and the know-how to just hit the pause button, look at it, rather than go, and I try not to bash people on what they do and how they do it, but that's just not how I handle my business. Because remember, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal is sitting on the couch watching the news.
Yes, they don't miss anything.
And I don't want to see that come up. So, but you know, you have to be a leader. You have to be yourself, and you have to do it your way. And the good thing about you, you've always done it your way. You don't sell yourself short. You don't be doing all this crazy stuff to go viral, because we've been through all that. We've been at the top. We've been where y'all thought we was low, but we're not low. We just chilling. We back, still looking good, still relevant. So, you know, the difference between us and I think certain people is we know how to make adjustments, and that's what great players do. You make adjustments.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I see these people hot, I'm like, okay.
I do it all
yeah,
the time.
I'm like, okay.
Yes.
And as soon as they go down, they just keep putting themselves down. I did this. It used to be, no, man, get back up, go. So like when TikTok and Instagram is my new TV.
Right.
It is. I'm sitting, dating who? Oh, y'all all in love? 5 months. And then 5 months later, I told you, like, you know, me and my boys be having bed. Oh, she dating? Okay, 5 months, watch this. Because, like, you know, when you're in love, you don't have to, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Real people don't do that. But the ones that, I'm showing you who I'm dating, I'm showing you my love, they have a 6-month lifespan. I'll be sitting there watching.
Or people who now the new thing is you date who looks best on paper. You date who has the most followers. You date. You know me. People never get who I'm dating.
Ever.
I'm gonna date who I like. Did you just say ever?
Ever.
The
No.
nerve.
Yeah, no,
You
ever.
said ever.
No, ever. Yeah, you know.
But don't I do it from here? To me, that's the important space.
And
I
you
can't
always have
love
been.
what you think I'm supposed to.
Yeah, and that's
I
why you
can't
still
like
here.
who you think I'm supposed
And
to.
that's why you still here.
Yeah. Took a lot of bumps and bruises.
You ain't no bumps and bruises.
I did.
You a G.
Oh, I'm a fool.
Full. That's what.
Fool. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I know you
I
was here.
adjust.
Big time.
I bounce back.
You bounce back with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
mean,
take a lot of shit and
You
keep
do.
moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of my ability to adjust.
No, you're great at adjusting.
This is what I learned. I can't control nobody else. I can only control myself. When I'm not ashamed to tell you. You asked me what you got going on now. I told you the truth. Whether it works or not, I'm prepared to adjust.
And that's why you're still here looking like a 19-year-old. I'll put you against any 19-year-old Instagram model and they're going to lose.
Oh, No, see,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna get
they got-
naked.
I
That's
didn't
the
say get
problem with
naked. I
them.
didn't
No,
say get
but they're
naked.
all naked.
But
Do
they're-
you know how many times I get told I'm covered up too much? But then men like yourself say what you said. And it's not that I'm looking for a confirmation from somebody else to say
You
I'm
look
doing
gooder
the right
than.
thing.
I'll put you
Gooder
up against.
than.
I'll put
Gooder
you up against.
than.
Yeah, gooder than a mug. Yes, you do.
I'm going to always go back to music. Whether it's championship, working out, doesn't matter. What is the record? Give me one now, one from back then that just does it for you.
Well, I have different categories, so you got to give me a category.
Okay, my category. R&B, soul.
No, but it's different category. Like I'm about to.
Not neo soul,
No,
but
no.
like real R&B.
No, but it's
what's the
good.
category to you?
Like I'm about to.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
so,
mean
no, I'm about to.
categories of
Yeah,
got
I
it?
got no.
You are such a man.
Am I about to go to sleep?
Such a man.
Am I riding in the car,
You-
or do I just want to groove? All right, I'm about to go to sleep. Can I play
This
it on
the
my
Shaq
phone?
I know, right here.
Nah.
Okay,
Go
all
ahead.
right.
That's the question.
Give me the category of I got a young lady I like.
Cause I'm about to go to sleep, or we just.
We're
Okay.
not going to sleep.
All right, somebody I like. All right.
Really like.
This one right here. You sure you want it?
I'm scared.
My Dear by Mint Condition.
What you know about that?
Yeah, My Dear by Mint Condition.
That's why you got all them kids.
Yeah, or-
Okay.
okay.
Because nobody would have pulled that one out.
Or if we're just riding 85 north south convertible summertime, some of this right here. About to take you to dinner. Yeah, you know, I'm just getting to know you. Just about to take you to dinner. Okay.
doing?
Hold on.
All right.
Now,
Give me another category.
on my way to pick you up, I'll sing you this song right here. Baby, where you at? I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna just, sing you this song here. So when you open it up, here's Daddy at, and the song it'll just bub like this. Okay, so now, before we go to sleep, I'm gonna hit you with some of this.
Oh. I know you're not making that face though.
All right, so if I'm in my killer mode, about to go to a game.
Yeah, give me that one.
All right, when I was playing with Miami, this is my
Okay.
go-to song. Rick Ross, when he first came out. What's one?
Which one?
I'm flying across the Atlantic, hustling was
Oh,
my first
every
song.
day we're
Yeah, that's my
hustling.
song. But
Every
this one
day.
right here, when I hear that in the car with the speakers, get ready to go play a game. No fuck, yep, that was mine. Now, if I really want to beat you up, I don't like you.
Oh, this the I don't like you
Yeah, I
category
don't like
here.
you. Yeah, that's, I don't like you. I want to do something to you. Where is it at? Where's it at? Nope. Keep going.
You got the playlist together over there.
This right here is my because I like our music better. No disrespect to the new generation. I respect it.
Same.
But this song right here got me listening to the new generation.
Okay. Turn my swag on.
This one right here, like when I first heard this, I was like, damn, okay, that one right there. So I'm all over the place when it comes to music. And like people used to be like, oh, you're not a rapper. It wasn't about me rapping. It was about me performing with my favorite artists.
Got it.
No disrespect to y'all profession, but y'all don't make enough money for me.
Got it.
When
We
I
don't.
was-
We have to. People don't understand how
They don't.
much we do to be able to make money.
I went platinum and only got a check for $800,000. I was like,
Exactly.
wait, what is this?
Exactly.
Then they taught me a word I didn't know, recoupables. Well, you know the video we shot with Eric Turman was $2 million.
Hello?
So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then I started my own label.
Okay, so we talked about your dad and your mom and the importance of giving back. Tell me about the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation.
Well, I finally set up a foundation, and it's just to continue the work of helping those in need. We're going to be helping entities in Atlanta and Vegas, because that's where I live at. So down in Atlanta, I just built the first Boys and Girls Club in McDonough. Because, our babies, they don't have nothing to do. I want to be the place they can go, homework, music, played basketball, because the Boys and Girls Club for me in Newark, New Jersey was a safe haven.
Right.
Parents didn't have a lot of money for babysitters, so luckily across the street from the projects where I grew up in was a Boys and Girls Club. And my dad said, hey, 3 o'clock when you leave school, take your ass over there and don't leave till I come get you. What about Cousin Raheem? No, leave them alone. If I ride to the project and see you right on the corner, you already know what's going to happen when you get home. So now I'm in there, I'm like, I think I want to do music today. LL Cool J with the rope chain. So then I get like a little, water hose,
right.
wrap the gold around, and I'll be in the mirror. And I go, Dr. J, basketball player. It's like, you're failing, do your homework. So this is the place to me to help me create the character that the world knows as Shaq. So this is just a continuance of my work. And we had our first event a couple months ago. We had Snoop, Andre Day, Since You've Been Gone, Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yes.
And first things first, I'm a da digga. Who sings that? First thing, who sings that?
I can't tell what song it is, but you're singing it.
I'm having a brain fart. First things first, I'm a let again, digga.
You a what?
Ooh, forget it.
Please.
Yeah, I just
you a first things first, you a what? You a little what?
Forget it. But anyway, we had some great musical performances and we raised over $3 million.
Wow. Well, definitely include us. My Be Human Foundation is very similar for same reasons. We're just very similar types of people.
Whatever you need, just let me know.
For sure. Well, I want to roll a clip of something that really stood out to me about the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation.
The guy was down on his luck, and my father had like 5 double cheeseburgers left. My father had $20. And in my mind, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm going to eat that later. When y'all go to sleep, after everybody get there, I'm going to eat. What are you doing? Like, so he gives the guy the food, and he gets in the car, and he slams the door, and he got a little tear in his eye. And like, I remember these words: if you ever make it big time, make sure you help those in need. So, a lot of people, when they look at me and the charities that I do, this is from the heart. I do a lot of stuff seen and unseen. Like, it doesn't matter to me if you know that I just fed 10,000 homes. I'm doing this because this was what I was taught. I'm doing it because to walk in there and see a family put a smile on their face for a day, that's just awesome to me. It's fulfilling to me, to know that a former high-level juvenile delinquent is now the guy that's making kids all around the world smile. That's my thing. I just want to make you smile. That's your song?
Yeah.
Is it new?
It's a new one.
Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, just saying you bad. And that's basically what you are. You're the inaugural you bad honoree. You the very first one. You know what I mean?
Melinda.
No, Melinda.
Melinda.
Listen, I'm telling you, what you do is special, and I want to give you something, what I can afford to give, to your foundation.
What are you giving me?
I mean, it ain't for you. It's for the foundation.
No, what is it?
You don't
Money?
need it. Let me go.
Money?
Maybe.
I don't want your money.
Well, the foundation does, right? Yeah, because then we could do something.
Bro, you gonna
and then
make me
maybe
cry.
we could do something in our little town.
Now I gotta pay you back.
And get,
I'll
you
tell
do.
you what. No,
You've
no,
been checking on me 25 years.
No, but this ain't necessary. But see, now you about to make me cry.
Oh, man, come on. We can do something for a family or do something together.
I have a cry song.
Wait, play your cry song. Let's hear your cry song.
Okay.
Let's see if I know it. Because I
course
sure
you
as
know
hell
it.
didn't know what you were singing just a few minutes ago.
All right, here it is. My cry song. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready. His name is not Dan. That's 112.
No, this is my cry song right here. You know what you're giving me the check? This is me right here looking at the check, crying. Now I look back up at you. Then I come back down. And then I just say how I feel about you.
There's definitely something.
Monica, you know what? This check.
No, thank you.
Now I gotta pay you back.
Let's do something this holiday season
I'm
for
all
somebody.
yours.
That would be so
I'm
good.
all yours.
Thank you for coming.
I appreciate
you made
it.
the
Thank you.
first Mo on the Go so special.
And this wasn't necessary. So now I gotta give you back.
Man, thank you
And
for
when I
being
give it
there
to your
for me for
foundation,
all
it's
these
gonna be-
years.
It's going to be double that.
All right.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.